Alrighty, we're gonna keep going and give you a quick operational tour of your wheelchair lift. First thing you want to do is you're gonna grab a hold of your grab handle here. You're gonna push up, and you're gonna bring it all the way past this to right here. Keep in mind, if this door is open, you may have to close it, just so you can get this bar out of the way. And then we're gonna go ahead and open our wheelchair lift door. We're gonna latch it open. This is very important because if you have a strong gust of wind, you do not want the door to make contact with the wheelchair lift. Coming over here to this access panel, you're gonna wanna find the gray key that says try mark on it. Insert your key. You're gonna give the door a little push, hold it there, and turn your key, and then the door will open. You want to keep this door away from hitting the side of the actual wheelchair lift. Once you have the door open, you now have access to all of the wheelchair lift controls. Right up top there's a switch. As you can see, when I turn it on, a green light will turn on and the remote lights will glow. Once you have the remote in hand, again, you want to double check, make sure your door is not going to hit the wheelchair lift. You're going to press and hold the down button. You'll see the wheelchair come out. Once the wheelchair lift starts to go down, you're actually going to want to let go of the down button. So it's now out all the way. And you see how it started to go down? I let go of the button because it is a lot easier to do our next couple steps while the wheelchair lift is at this height. So what we're going to do now, I'll go ahead and put these keys in my pocket. And as you can see, the handrails are collapsed down into the middle of the wheelchair lift. So we're going to go ahead and pull this front pin, this rear pin. I'm going to grab a hold of the handrail. We're going to prop it right open. We're going to drop our pin and then insert it just like that. You don't have to drop it, by the way, that was just an accident. And then we can, and if it starts to get stiff like this, which it'll happen until the wheelchair lift is fully broken in, you might have to wiggle it, and sometimes you even have to resort to the fact of pulling this one back out to give you a little bit more wiggle room to be able to get this pin in. Do that, you're going to insert that one all the way. Reinsert this pin here. And then we're going to repeat that same process for these pins here. So we'll take this pin out. And we're going to take this pin out. And when you go to move this bottom one, you kind of want to keep a hand on the yellow ramp here, as when you lift it, this is spring loaded and it will actually pop up. So you want to, kind of guide the ramp up instead of letting it come full force and slam into the end of the lift gate. So here, we'll just replace our pins. These rear ones are the stubborn ones. And then once you have your lift gate here, your lift gate is fully set up, ready to move up and down. We'll relocate our remote. You're going to press and hold the down button. As you can see, it took a little minute to register that, and then it's going to go down. Once it's down all the way, the wheelchair lift will sense that it's all the way down and it will start to open the gate. Once this gate is all the way extended, you might hear a beep when you go up. For example, I will jump onto here. And then if I was to go up, it might beep just like that. And that is just because this is making its way up. So after you get that first beep out of the way, you're going to let go of the switch and then press up again, and then it will start to go up. As you can see, keep holding down the up button. It will come all the way up, and then it will drop this ramp here, allowing easy access to the rest of the vehicle. Now, if somebody is standing on this mat and you try to go down, you will get that sound and a loud beep and a really bright red light, just like that. That is telling you that somebody's on this mat and is not clear, and the wheelchair lift will not move. If I move out of the way, step off of that mat, and I go back onto the wheelchair lift and I press down, it'll move freely. And that there is just a built-in safety to make sure nobody's toes get crunched or anything like that. And to put the wheelchair lift away, it's the same process, just in reverse order. And I will go ahead and go over that right now. So again, I'm going to bring it up to where it's right about waist level. Going to go up till right about there. Hang my remote right here on the door. Going to pull this handrail down first. And you always have to put this handrail down first. So you have to follow the order. And if you forget the order is located on this side. So there is clear instructions and pictures of how to do it on this side. Okay, so we know we're putting down this handrail down first. So you're going to push this down, lay the handrail down. You're going to reinsert your pins, and you want to reinsert them in the top blocks here. Just like that. And just like this. And then we're going to go ahead and repeat that process with the pins on the other side. A good tip or a quick way to know if you have these in the wrong order. This plate is for the roller of the wheelchair lift for when it's being inserted. So if you're laying these down and you notice that this plate isn't here, it's most likely because you have the handrails in opposite order. So we reinsert these pins here. Then we're going to come back to our remote. And actually, now we're going to press and hold down the stow button. The wheelchair lift will level itself out. And you can see the roller in action right there. As it's fully inserted, just like that, we're going to come back, we're going to hang our remote back, and then we're going to click off our power, just like that. And we can proceed to lock up our controls. And again, these seals are new, so you have to press, turn, and then bring the key out. Come back over here to the door, unlatch it. This is important. This is something that happens very frequently. People forget to unlatch it and they just yank on the door. So unlatch that, close this, Make sure that this is pressed in all the way, and then return your handrail to its fully rested position, which is right there. And that is your wheelchair lift.